Do you think of policy as accommodative at present? How close are you to neutrality? And do you share the view of some of your colleagues that you'll eventually need to be restrictive?
Okay, so are we accommodative now? So I think if you look at the dot plot in the SEP, you'll see that the federal funds rate, even after today's move, is below the longer run neutral estimate of every single participant who submits an estimate of that. So that's why this is the perfect time to take the language out, because it's perfectly clear that there can't be a signal, because by definition that means an accommodative policy. So it wasn't because policy is not accommodative. It is still accommodative. The thinking was more, as I mentioned, it's more that the language has run its useful life. There's another point, though, too, which is, we don't want to suggest either that we have this precise understanding of where accommodative stops, or suggest that that's a really important point in our thinking. What we're going to be doing, assuming we stay on this path, is we're going to be carefully monitoring incoming data from the financial markets and from the economy, and asking ourselves whether our policy is achieving the goals we want to achieve. Sustain the economy, maximum employment, stable prices. That's the way we're thinking about it. And that does kind of amount to thinking less about one's precise point estimate of the neutral rate. So that's how I think about that.
Well, the second question is just, do you think you're going to end up in a restrictive posture? Governor Brainerd, for example, has said that she expects that you will need to do that. Do you agree with that?
It's possible. It's very possible. It happens often. And as I mentioned, many of the participants have written that down, and they've written down really modest overshoots of amounting to one rate hike kind of things, which wouldn't have a big effect on the economy. I would just say, it really depends on what happens. It depends on if we keep going. You can think of it different ways. Maybe we've underestimated the neutral rate. Maybe we'll be raising our estimate of the neutral rate, and we'll just go to that. Or maybe we'll keep our neutral rate here and then go one or two rate increases beyond it. I think it's very possible. But ultimately, isn't really the question we're answering. The question we're answering is, how do we provide the economy just the right amount of support, not too much, not too little, to sustain the recovery and achieve our statutory goals?